Okay, so on Friday we talked about graphing linear equations. So remember when you would have an equation that was like 2x plus 3y equals 21. Remember, we want to get y by itself, so we would move the 2x over. It is a positive, so once we cross this equal sign, it becomes a negative 2x, and it goes away, right? Now we have 3y equals 21 minus 2x. We have to divide by 3, and think of that as because 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we get y equals 7 minus 2/3 x. And so if we were to graph this, we talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll put that. So we say b is 7. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my slope is negative 2/3. So I'm going to go down 2, and I'm going to go right 3. So we're going to put some marks here and go right 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to draw our line. Right? We could have also went up 2 and to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. And we would have gotten the same idea. But remember, I always go down for negatives and right for your down. Always run right. But if you did go up, so that would be a positive 2 and that would have been a negative 3. You're still going to get that negative slope, right? If I would have went up and then to the left. So you have to know how to graph, especially for today, because we're talking about graphing inequalities. And remember, what is an inequality? Is something that replaces, hopefully you're all going to say it, an equal sign, right? So we have the inequalities. We have the less than. It looks like your left hand, right? We have the greater than symbol. Again, remember this replaces the equal sign. So instead of now having y equals mx plus b, remember m is your slope, this multiplied with x, b is your y-intercept. This is going to be one of these symbols. It's less than, greater than, or less than or equal to. And then remember when you're saying or equal to, it could be either one, right? It could be less than, or it could be equal to that number, or greater than or equal to. And remember, it has also then that part of that equal sign, this line right here, right, that we're talking about. We have, I'll just highlight this little guy right here. That's part of your equal sign. Okay, so now what you're going to have is, remember when we were talking about less than or equal to, we would have like x is less than 3, and we would do on this number line, we'd have 0, we would have 3, we had negative 3. We would say it is open at 3, and we would shade it to the left, right? And then if we had a greater than symbol, let's say x is greater than, I don't know, negative 2. And so we would do an open sign at negative 2, and we would shade to the right. And then if we had x is less than or equal to negative 1, we would draw a line. We have our 0, we have our negative 1, and our 1. We would now say instead of it open at negative 1, we would color it in because of this equal sign, right? Because of this equal sign. And then we would shade to the left. And then if we had x is greater than or equal to, I don't know, 10, we would say 0, we would have our 10, we have our negative 10. We would color it in, we would say it's closed because of this equal sign right here, and we would shade to the right. So now when we're doing this, we would have x is less than mx plus b. We would have x is greater than mx plus b, or we could have x is less than or equal to mx plus b, and then we would have x is greater than or equal to mx plus b. And now, when we're graphing these lines, like what we showed at the very beginning, this y equals mx plus b, right? We would draw the solid line. Well, now we have to show with the less than and the greater than, we have to show somehow how it is open, right? We had it open up here. So what you would do is you would have here, you would have a dashed, or you could call it a dotted line, right? We would have a dotted line. So we're no longer going to have this like solid line. We would draw a line like this, or we could draw a line like this, right? A positive slope or a negative slope, okay? And then over here to show the less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, we would have a solid line because we have to show, right? We have a negative slope here, or we could have a positive slope here, right? It doesn't matter. This is a positive, this would be a negative. You can have either one because it depends on what your slope is, okay? So even here, we would have a negative slope, or we could have a positive slope with a greater than. So we have any of these options. Then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to show some type of shading. So we're going to have to show some type of shading. And when we get into that, I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. So we're going to move this out of the way. And we're just going to do one of the questions. I'm going to look at page 158 in your journal. So page 158 in your journal. And I'm going to do A, which is y is greater than x plus 5. Okay. And it goes by ones on your journal. So I'm just going to do that here. And the first thing that I want you to do is look at what are we doing. This is y is greater than x plus 5. So this is a open symbol, so that means it is a dashed, or you could say dotted, however you want to say it, dotted line, right? Okay, and then you're going to graph it just like you're used to seeing. This is your b value, so that is your y-intercept, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the slope in front of x is 1, so m is 1 over 1. So I'm going to go up 1 and over 1. And you could go down 1 and over 1. You're going to get the same. Negative 1 becomes a positive, right? Negative divided by a negative. And I'm going to do a dashed or a dotted line, however you want to look at it. So now I've decided, okay, this line is open. Now we're going to look at how to shade. And so what we do is we look at our equation, y is greater than x plus 5, and we're going to disregard the x, the slope. So what we're saying is y is greater than 5. Y is greater than 5. So when I look at that, this point here, my y values, this is my y right here, right? This is your y-axis. So that's what we're going to focus on. Are the y values above greater, or are the y values below greater? Let's stop and think about that. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So hopefully you stopped for a minute and you said everything above the line. So let's stop and think about that. Y is greater than 5. So that means I'm going to shade above the y-intercept. Okay, above the y-intercept. And that's what your graph's going to look like. Okay, let's look at another one. Let's look at B. We have y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 1. So we have our line, our coordinate plane. We have our x-axis and our y-axis. It goes by ones also in your journal, so we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to look. This is the equal sign, so it is closed, right? We know it's closed, so that's going to be a solid straight line, okay? Then we're going to look at our b value, which is 1. So I'm going to put a point at 1, always on the y-axis. Then I'm going to look at my slope. Remember, that's multiplied with the x, so it's negative 1/2. So I'm going to go down 1 and over 2. I could go up 1 and over 2. And I'm going to draw a solid line all the way across. Don't make it the tiny line. Cut it all the way across the coordinate plane. Okay, we're cutting it in half. So we have this half that's below the y-intercept, right? We have all of this below, and then we have all of this above. So let's look at the shading. we have y is less than or equal to negative 1/2 x plus 1. We're going to disregard the slope. So y is greater than or less than or equal to 1. So are the y values below it less than or equal to 1? Or are the y values above it less than or equal to 1? Hopefully you said below, right? Below. So we're going to shade all of this. Not this part right here though, right? So all of this. So what does this mean? Well, what this shaded region means is they're all solutions. So stop and think about that. If I had x, because x-axis, right, is less than or equal to 1, let's just say 1. We have 0, 1, negative 1. We would draw a solid line here and we would shade. And we're saying all of these points, it could go to negative 1,000 if we wanted, negative infinity, right, or 0, or we could say a half. All of these would be true. So what you're doing today is you're not necessarily graphing from Friday, the first part, 5.6a, but what you're doing is saying, okay, are certain points a solution? So if I asked you, is 0, 0, is this a solution? You would say yes, because it's in the highlighted area. It's in the shaded region. Or if I said 3, negative 3, right? 3, negative 3, you would say yes. If I said 0, 1, you would say yes, because it's on the line. If I said 3, 3, 3, 3, you would say no, because it's not in the shaded region. Or negative 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have negative 3, 5. That would be also a no. Okay, so let's go back and look at the one equation that we did. No, actually, let's look at page 160. Sorry. And they're giving us this equation of x plus y. Sorry, that looks like a 4. Let's fix that. Y is greater than 5. And they're saying, is 3, 2? They're saying, is this a solution? So is this in that shaded region? Okay, so let's look at that. Let's graph it. Just do a coordinate plane here. And remember, graphing means I have to get y by itself. So I'm going to say y is greater than 5 minus x. So my b value is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My slope is negative 1 over 1, or just negative 1. So I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1. I could go up 1 and to the left. Okay. Then I'm going to double check and make sure this is dotted or dashed, however you want to say. So I'm going to draw my line all the way across here. Make sure it's dotted or dashed. And then I'm going to ask myself how to shade. So y is greater than 5 minus x. So I'm going to disregard this. So y is greater than 5. All of these values above here are greater than 5 because it starts out at 5. And they go up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I went down, it would be 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2. These are all less than 5. Okay, so if it's greater than 5, you're going to shade above. If it's greater than or equal to, you're going to shade above. If it's less than, okay, so let's say greater than or equal to, you shade above the y-intercept. So if you get confused on that, right? And if it's less than or equal to, you shade below the y-intercept. And remember, you're shading all of the, you're cutting that coordinate plane completely in half. And so you're shading all of that. Okay, so let's look at this one about solution. So if I asked you if 0, 0, if this was a solution, you would say, no, it is not, because it's not in the shaded region. What if I said 3, 7? So we have 3, we have 5, 6, 7. So we have 3, 7. So So 3, 7, you would say, yes, it is a solution because it's in that shaded region. What if I said 0, 5? Hopefully you stopped and thought about that and you said,